Hello everyone, MikeMoneyGMR here, and I am actually recording on the day off that I said I wasn't going to, so surprise, surprise to both of us, really. Actually, I ended up getting more time to actually record than I thought I would, because I was expecting to just kind of take the whole day off, you know, and just kind of relax, but then I found myself thinking, you know what, we might as well just go ahead and do some, you know, little things here and there. Anyway, as you can tell, I am here with Metroid Prime, and if you remember right, we were on the Talon overworld, or should I say Talon IV overworld, because it's technically where we are. If you remember right, our suit took a beating in the last episode that we had, and we decided to chase after this creature that we saw, and we ended up here. And you're gonna have to give me a minute to kind of relearn the controls a little bit, because you know, I haven't played this since then. Anyway, change the scan visor. There's some stuff that around here, but not much you can actually scan. Anyway, there's a red starburst up here, which is not the candy actually, but they are edible flowers, bloom seasonally, considered a delicacy in many territories. So it is kind of like a joke, you know, kind of thing. It's like, oh, well, they're called starbursts and people eat them apparently, so yeah. Here you can scan your ship again, and you actually get a research about it this time. Hunter class gunship, registered to Samus Aran. Now, like I said, I don't know if I ever mentioned Samus's name, but Samus is our female protagonist of the game. I think that's the correct word. And you can turn to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress. And that's all you need to know. And that will go into your research. Anyway, the music that plays while you're running around Talon overworld here should sound somewhat familiar if you're a staple to Metroid games. There's another flower over here. But like I said, these things, you don't really have to scan them because they don't say anything about a research, so you don't have to worry about that. As always though, you can scan whatever the hell you want and get cool little things, but more often than not, what you scan isn't going to get you anything you really need. Now, you may notice if you fall into water, you walk a little bit slower, not much, and you can jump a little bit higher, just because like the lack of gravity, and there's also like fish down here. I don't think you can scan them. No, they're just fish. But yeah, it's kind of cool. You can actually shoot underwater as well, which is kind of neat. And there doesn't seem to be anything behind this waterfall, so Zelda logic fails us in this regard. And don't worry, you don't have an oxygen meter or anything, because I guess the suit helps you breathe or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, there's a few ways to go. There's this way to go, right here. And really, I don't think we can actually reach this other area here yet. You know, this up here, we can't get up there just yet, because we would have to be able to jump across that gap, and I don't think we are able to jump it just yet. And then there's also a path over there, but we can't get there either, I don't think. So let's just go over here. That was a weird sound. Seems to be something in here. Here, move forward. This guy appears. Quickly try to home in on him if you can. There we go, got him. New creature's entry has been downloaded to your logbook. It's a beetle, a burrowing insect with a resilient carapace, extremely aggressive. Insect's massive mouth enables it to tunnel through solid rock at high speeds. Above ground, beetles can cover short distance rapidly. They attack anything that moves near their lair. So what you want to do is you want to quickly jump over them, because they're going to keep attacking you if you stay in a corner. Figure out where they went. There they are. Lock on and just fire away, because they die pretty easily. I think we already scanned this, didn't we? Yeah, that's an 10 energy, okay. That seems to be the only enemies in here, and as you see, they did actually take a huge chunk off my life. If they would have killed me, I would have laughed real hard, don't worry. I wouldn't have been mad about it at all, because, you know, I am new to this game. So I wouldn't know the first thing about what to do if I started getting beaten into a corner. I don't really see anywhere to go. That was weird. That might have been my cat jumping up here. Like I said, she doesn't really come into my recording room anymore, but she does kind of walk into my bedroom now, which is across the hall. And she likes to go in there and lay on my favorite heated blanket, you know, since it's winter still here. Let's see, we got some enemies over there, it looks like. Sadly though, many enemies are really hard to scan. Here we go. The zoomer anchors itself to walls and other surfaces to avoid contact with spikes. Basic nerve center located directly with the zoomer's mandibles detects nutrients. Sharp spines protect it from casual predators, but the lack of reinforced carapace makes the zoomer vulnerable to any indirect attacks. Blast Cat. Volatile chemicals within this weed's toxic fungal cat may explode if agitated. The poisonous flesh of the beast's blast cat helps keep it from being eaten. It also detonates its fungal cat when it senses even slight contact. So if you shoot it or walk into it, it'll explode, basically what it's trying to tell you. Okay. That's the same thing. Let's see if there's anything else in this room. Then forcibly intertwined, forming what looks to be a bridge structure. Okay, what's underneath it? Sap sac. Chemical reaction within sac produces violent explosion when agitated. Because of its irresistible odor and sweet nectar, the sap sac was nearly eaten out of existence. The evolution of an explosive chemical sac saved it. Now only braver and ingenious creatures dare to devour it. Oh, evolution. Something that everybody likes to argue about, that I'm not going to mention or discuss. Anyway, that thing will die pretty easily if you shoot at it, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, the only way they're going to harm you is if you walk into them, so you don't have to worry about that. And they tend to ignore you for the most part. Ah, this must be a different one, because they don't really seem to care about us shooting at them. Gemer, wall-crawling mollusk with retractable spikes. The Gemer is an evolutionary offshoot of a zoomer family. When threatened, it extends its lethal spikes and retracts its head deep into its armored carapace. So you can't hurt it no matter what you do, is what it's trying to say. Well, okay, not yet, but you will be able to harm it later. There's a new melon up there. I hope I can shoot it from here. Yeah, I can. Sweet. Alright, anything we have over here? Is this something? This would be giving off low levels of radiation. No match is found in the flora of the foreign technology present. Transport to Choza Ruins West. Okay, activate transport. Alright. Blood flower, able to eject toxic spores. Toxins are poisonous even to the blood flower itself. 3 mouth nodules protrude from the stalk beneath the flower, each with a rudimentary brain cluster, and the ability to spew toxic flumes at anything within a 5-meter radius. The spores ejected from their stigma at the center of the flower are sufficient to kill this creature if they explode into the center. Aha, like that. I don't think there's anything in this water down here. Yeah, it's not even, what's the word, deep enough to swim under. Or sink into, I guess you could say. And it seemed to want to, like, suck me into it, so I was having trouble jumping out, if you noticed. Ah! Here's our first door that cannot be opened by our weapon. If you scan it, it'll tell you what you need. A new research entry has been downloaded to your logbook. There is a blast shield on the door blocking access. Analysis indicate that the blast shield is invulnerable to bleeding weapons. Explosive weapons may damage it. So we need an explosive weapon. Well, we don't have one right now, so we're gonna have to wait till we can go this way. Instead, for now, we gotta head back. Oh, the love of backtracking. You know everybody just enjoys that. It's one of everyone's favorite thing to do. We're just like, hell yeah, we want to do lots of backtracking games, put more of this in it. And then they're like, okay, you asked, we deliver. Anyway, let's stop being smartasses, and I think we want to go over here. And don't worry, Samus can actually take really far drops. Actually, is this the way we came from? There we go, got rid of them. This just seems kind of familiar. Well, let's try going back anyway just to see. Yep, there's our ship, so let's not go that way. So we'll just end up going in circles if we do that. I think there is more to this room than what I've just pointed out. How we doing? We're doing great one time. Okay. Okay, got rid of them. Oh, I forgot. We also lost our charge beam. So we can't pull things towards us if they go out of range. Damn, that sucks. Anyway, you can see on this, and activate a Chozo Ruins West elevator. Yeah, there's no reason to scan that, just do it for fun. And then you get your little typical elevator cutscene. Most Metroid games had this. Samus kind of has like a bored expression on her face. Yeah, it is a, like I said, it is a female if you didn't know. It's kind of hard not to tell from the eyes though. Incoming scan data. Abnormal seismic activity detected. So there's some kind of seismic activity going on at this place, but we can't reach it just yet. But anyway, we find some more of those stupid creatures that bust out of the ground and try to eat us alive. Yeah, but they're easily dealt with. There's nothing really else in this room right now, so let's just go ahead over here and see what we find. Looks like there's something to scan up there. Take a look. A new Chozo lore entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Here's something that you need to scan 100%. You have to find all these Chozo lores in the game. And like I said, scan all the creatures. But these are kind of interesting because they have little storylines in them. At the highest point of our city lies the fountain, a wellspring of pure water that flows throughout our civilization. It is the jewel of the Chozo, the life-giver, and yet its waters speak of a clouded future. As we come to understand the pass of time and space more clearly, we have begun to glimpse rough tatters of past and future glittering behind, like soft lights behind a curtain. We have seen the fountain in these glimpses pouring darkness instead of water, and we cannot guess what the visions mean. Darkness? That can't be good. Anyway, come into this room, you get this cool little cutscene here. And yeah, I know I'm acting like I've seen this before. No, I haven't. I'm just saying exactly what I see when it comes. So yeah, I just gave you kind of like a layout of the place. Thankfully, Chozo lore, as you saw, is always going to be like surrounded by something that's going to make it easier to point out, because you're going to notice that it's like kind of glowy. So it's kind of easy to find it all, but at the same time, you gotta kind of search at the same time. There you go, got rid of them. Also, you notice if you shoot enough, your weapon actually does start to smoke a little bit. Passageway to shrine. But it's a blast shield, so we can't go that way just yet. Also, if you look up there, there's actually an item that we may want, but right now we can't reach it. This object rests at the top of a very smooth inclined slope. It won't tell us what it is yet, because we don't know. I could tell you what it is, but I'm not going to, because you could probably tell for yourself if you've played the game before. And if you haven't played the game before, it's a kind of spoiler if I tell you anyway. So what would be the fun of that? And up here, that is something we really want. The ledge this object rests on cannot be reached from this room. But if we could get up there, we could get something very, very nice. But still, like I said, I'm not going to tell you what it is, even though many lovers of the game are going to know exactly what it is just from my pointing at it right now. And those who have never played are going to be like, so it's a shiny ball thing. No, that's not what it is. Anyway, you can look around this room a little bit more. There's a door over there. There's like a path of bridges, like there's that broken bridge there. And the one that's in full-on attack there. And if you go up there, there's like another door, but I think we need to go over here first. And no, I'm not looking up, like I said, I'm not looking up a guide or anything as I'm going. This is going to be completely blind. I think this is actually a new enemy. Come on. There we go. Okay. The Scarab. Exploding parasites that can embed their bodies in solid rock. Scarabs think nothing of sacrificing themselves for safety of their swarm. When a hostile lifeform is sighted, they block its progress by embedding themselves in floors and walls. Embedded scarabs violently self-destruct when threatened. So basically, just shoot them to death, because they're not going to move, so you might as well just shoot them. Now these things, I don't think we can kill them right now. They're ions, immobile organisms entirely composed of ocular tissue, capable of launching sustained energy beams when active. The ion is sensitive to light and will close shut if a bright flash unites nearby. So basically all you can do is this. You can turn them off by shooting at them. That's all you can do, really. So just shoot at them and they'll turn them off temporarily. Then just run on by. You notice they didn't take much damage from me. Now there's going to be another creature in here, but it shows us a safe station that's right nearby. I don't know why it's to zoom out like that. Yeah, as you notice, there's more creatures in this room wanting to eat our skin or whatever. I don't really know. Anyway, some more Chozo ruins here, or Chozo lore. We Chozo are departing now after so many years in peaceful seclusion here on Talon IV. When we came, this place was a refuge for our spirits, a civilization built from native materials, bereft of the trappings of our technology. We were linked to the land here, kindred to the plants and animals, far away from the machines we had become so dependent on. And so we leave it now, pristine, a testament to the mortal forms we no longer need. We have drawn the veils of time and space aside, and are withdrawing beyond the illusion. But we will never forget this, the most sacred of our homes, and we will remain ever watchful. Oh boy, so awesome. Oh yeah, there's also a plant here if you want to scan that. I don't really know if it's going to do me any good. Using high concentration of poison identified in tree leaves. So poisonous if we touch it, maybe? I don't know. Probably. That looks interesting. An ornate wall hanging with a highly reflective surface. It does not appear important. And yet you point it out anyway. Ah! Sheesh. Meet the War Wasps, airborne insect equipped with a venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. The War Wasp rarely strays far from its hive unless it's pursuing an immediate threat. It attacks with no regard for its own survival. Dive bombing is enemy with stinger extended. Fast-working toxins from the stinger can incapacitate, yeah, whatever, most small organisms. But thankfully, Samus isn't going to be incapacitated by it. Their swarm is actually up there. And if you actually shoot at it, I think it'll bring out more. But there's also another one of those items up there we can't get. I think if you try to scan it, it won't let us. Yeah. Metal stable, no flaws detected. And sandstone, okay. Shooting doesn't seem to really do anything. Oh well. Oh, I fell off. Let's go. That looked important, but I guess not. There we go. And of course my noisy little GameCube controller is making clicky sounds again. And those green things seem to be kind of interesting. What's this? The only translatable symbol detected on this sculpture is the word Chozo. Interesting. Wait a second. This petrified organic matter looks like a rock carved into the shape of an eye. Oh, so it was one of those one things that's just now useless. That down there is pretty much death water, I guess you could call it in this game. And I say that because, you know, there's a YouTuber, which I forget his name at this moment, who played a lot of Super Mario games, and there was a joke on there that said, it was like talking about how there's areas in like the game where the water would kill you if you fell into it, so it's like death water. Yeah, and this actually, if you fall into it, it just starts damaging you. That's pretty much it. So you don't have to worry about it too bad. Anyway, there's a door over here. I don't know if there's any reason. Nope, we can't even get into it. I think that leads to a save station now. I think those flowers there will hurt you if you step on them, which is kind of funny. I don't think we can even do anything in this room just yet. So we can't do anything with that wall there because we don't have a certain item. And we can't reach that because we can't jump up there, can we? Oh yeah, we can. Maybe. Let's see. Jump over here. See anything behind us besides where we came from? No? Okay. Jump. Jump. There we go. Go through the door, please. Thank you. Ah, these creatures. These guys are kind of cool. We got these little, like, lightning bugs, I guess you could call them, but they're really not. They're actually called plasmites. They're a small insect capable of storing and releasing thermal energy. Plasmites are attracted to sources of heat, thriving on the energy present there. They emit light when hunting, and will expel small bursts of thermal energy when threatened. Just like that. They make a cool sound when they die, which is why I like them. Anyway, through this passageway up ahead, we're about to come on to something cool. You're gonna have to find out what it is in the next episode, because I think if it's where if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be a room where a boss is gonna be. But I may not be 100% certain because I'm kind of going off memory, like I said, from a Let's Play, not from my own personal gaming. So we'll see. But I think this is a good stopping point. So in the next episode, we will see what's through this door. Till then, bye.